All right. Well, we're here to do another podcast this evening. We have Lisa and Teresa. As you can tell, they're twins, and they're going to share their story of how they started an addiction, how they're about maybe their mother and father, and how they being raised up, and how they come out of addiction, and what's brought them to where they are now. So, Lisa, Teresa, whichever one of y'all would like to be first, just go ahead.
Both of our parents were addicts. My mom was an alcoholic, and she ended up committing suicide when we was 4 years old. And our father was an addict, in and out of prison. He ended up getting out of prison when we was about 8, and he overdosed shortly after. Me and my sister Lisa and my other two sisters were in the foster system, in and out. We was adopted when we was 16. And both of us ended up getting pregnant and moving out when we was about 17. I started using methamphetamines when I was 19 years old. By the time I was 21, I was in and out of jail, lost custody of my son, was in a real bad place, didn't have anybody, wasn't really talking to my sister then. You know, she wasn't really in active addiction at the time, but I knew that, she struggled too. And so in 2017, I ended up going to jail for a year. Ended up meeting Megan Hatton while I was in there. They talked about Hope City. And so ended up getting out and released in 2018. Went to Hope City the day I got released. And so I stayed there and done their program. I mean, the Lord definitely gave me a wonderful family that I always wanted, people that motivated me to continue to do good and to know that I had people behind me that was rooting me on, family. And so I prayed for my sister, my twin sister here, the whole time I was there. I wanted her to be able to come and to be a part of, everything going down at Hope City and at the church. And so I just kept praying for her. I knew then that she was struggling with addiction too. So, that motivated me even more to continue to pray for her. It was probably about 5 years I prayed, and then she can tell you where her addiction started, what led her to.
Yeah, Lisa, why don't you share kind of how you got started in addiction, where you've got to?
My addiction started with prescription medication. I started using those, and I was homeless, living in a motel with 4 of my kids. I had a little girl that passed away at 4 months old, and that's kind of when I hit my breaking point and cried out to the Lord, and I ended up going to jail and for a PI and a DUI within 2 weeks after she passed away. And then I came to Hope City right after that, and I've been there for the last 3 years. The Lord's just restored my sisterhood and just showed me how to be a mother. I've regained custody of all 3 of my kids back. He's been good to me.
It sounds like the Lord has really done a great work in both of y'all's lives. And I guess Teresa and Lisa, losing your mother at a young age, and how old was you when you lost your father?
8.
8?
We was 8 years old, yeah.
8 years old, and so I guess you would give all the credit to the Lord doing that, most definitely. Would you be able to say without the Lord, you couldn't maintain your sobriety out of addiction?
Yeah, absolutely not. He's completely gave us a whole new life, a whole new outlook on life. He's healed our heart. He gave us a new heart. He's gave us a whole new way of thinking. I mean, he's been good. He's a father to the fatherless. He's been that to us our whole lives. I mean, we know from the beginning, the day we've been born, that God's been with us, and he's been watching over us and leading us to the path that he wanted us to go. I'm just grateful that we decided to follow and listen, stop being stubborn, both of us.
Amen. Well, we know, I see, Lisa, you work for Hope City.
Teresa, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Teresa, Lisa, you work for Talking Donkey, I believe, also, don't you?
I worked for Hope City, but now I work at the Talking Donkey.
Yeah. Well, these girls, I tell you, we're proud of them. I know Lisa was a little nervous, and Teresa just kind of looks like a natural sometimes on an interview, and we appreciate them sharing part of their story. Later on, we'll have a lot longer a testimony story from them. But we want to thank everybody for just tuning in and watching this, and we'd want to tell you, if you know someone that's struggling with addiction, we'll give a number out that you can call. Matter of fact, we provide transportation. I know they just brought a young lady in from Louisville today. And there's no out-of-pocket cost. We have a place where mothers can come with their children. coming out of addiction, bring their children with them, or getting ready to have a child. We have Redemption Road, about 13 miles away, where men coming out of addiction. So the number you can call is 606-545-7083, 545-7083 if you need help. And we wanted to say once again, we thank everyone for tuning in. God bless.